I'm back, I'm biased, I'm bothered, and I am always unfiltered. If you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. You still haven't managed to worthy up. Not to worry, let's get into this mess. Alright lads, we are back for Sister Wives Season 20 Part 1 of these tell-alls. Now we open up in the mansion with Kody and Robyn. Now Kody is bringing suitcases, these huge suitcases out to the car, and Robyn is there. Now I'm going to give you a rundown of this woman's look, right? I think she's gone for the Japanese style because she has this flowy, floral, kind of green but very loose shirt on her over her green t-shirt. Now she does have a matching umbrella with her, but also she doesn't have one, right? She has two coolers, but one of them is also matching her clothes. I was wondering what is inside of these coolers. How far are they driving? Why are they bringing these with them? I've no idea. But outside of the hall door, okay, this house is obviously full of shite already because they've now decided to put the art on the outside. They have like these wrought iron statues. Do you remember wrought iron was like a really big thing about 10 years ago? Everybody seemed to have it everywhere, usually in their back garden though. Anyway, Kody is packing the car. Now he has about 5 or 6 suits with him. So what the hell is in the suitcases? I don't know. But these suits, like they've obviously just been dry cleaned because they still have the bags covering them, and he's just shoving them into the back of the car. And Robyn is hanging one shirt. Yeah, just one shirt, right? She's hanging that in the car. I do have to say, Robyn is looking really, really frumpy here. These are kind of like maternity clothes. Anyway, they're talking to the camera, and Kody is saying that every year it just gets harder and harder to do these tell-alls. I thought, you know what? I'll do it. I would, for half of whatever this guy is getting paid, right? I would do it. I believe they're getting 40 G's to do this. Oh God, looking for some. Anyway, we are in Parawan with Meri and Jenn having ice cream. Now I do have to say, Meri looks beautiful here, okay? I'm going to describe what she's wearing. The shirt, it's kind of like an inky blue. It's just such a great colour for her skin, for her smile, everything. This is it. This is this woman's colour, right? Anyway, these are sitting down, and Meri is just delighted that Jenn is going to be going to the one-on-one. Sour way, by the way, sour way. Now, Jenn says that she's very cautious about what she says because Meri then tells her, "You're going too far." Oh, I understand that, Jenn. I've heard that a heck of a lot in my life. So Cody apparently has been in touch with Meri recently. This is after the apology tour. Now, the reason that he got in touch with her after the apology tour is to apologize again. So he wanted to apologize for going behind Mary's back, trying to sell the land with Janelle. This is all crap, right? He is trying to cause division with Meri and Janelle. Now, he can't do it with Christine, right? Christine is married. Also, Christine has nothing got to do with this land. But that is what he's trying to do. Now, Jen believes that Cody is trying to throw Janelle under the bus before she gets the chance to throw Cody under the bus. But nobody is talking about the fact that Janelle went to Meri and said, "Meri, get an attorney. Kody and Robyn are trying to rob all of your money." Why is Jen not remembering that? I don't understand. Oh, anyway, over with David and Christine. Now, I'm already annoyed, right? And no, it's not because these two gobshites are wearing matching aquatic t-shirts, right? These two are gonna go and drive. They're gonna try drive in David's Razor with their feckin' suitcases. Oh, holy mother God, I don't have time for this, right? Tell me more about the money and the catfish and, let's get to the point. Anyway, according to David, he loves drama. Me too, David, me too. Now, he is looking forward to the one-on-ones. He wants to be able to talk more because he reckons that usually Christine interrupts him. So these two are in the Razor and they're talking. Now, somehow, wires have been crossed, right? Because Christine thinks that Cody said that he still loves her. He never said that. He never said that because he never loved her. But what he did say was, right, "I'm sorry for saying that I never loved you." Like, the man never loved her, right? He didn't, but he shouldn't have said that because it's a horrible thing to say. Now, I believe he got a bit of PR, probably from Aurora, right? Aurora said, "Jesus, that looks really shy. Just try and clean it up a little bit." But the man doesn't say, like, I still love you. What he says was, I'm sorry for saying I never loved you. Like, you have birthed half a dozen of my children. I probably shouldn't have said that. Like, why does she not realize it? I don't know. No fucking idea. But anyway, these two have to go back, like, just to get the car to then drive to the one-on-one. This is what I mean, right? I don't have time. Let's get to the good questions. So we see Janelle. Now she's leaving for the tell-alls with just one small bag, right? Very Janelle. Now, Janelle thinks that the apology from Cody was genuine. Now, she's not really looking at it as anything other than an olive branch. She reckons that he was just trying to calm things down. Of course he was, right? Of course he was. Because this man does not want Meri and Janelle getting close, right? He doesn't want these two talking. He wants to cause a huge division between these. I'm telling you, that's what he's up to. Anyway, Janelle does want to address Cody talking about the back door deal. Did these say backdoor, right, so much? I laugh every time they say it because when they start saying backdoor, I automatically think of Farrah Abraham. Now, if you never watched Teen Mom, she was on that show, right? But then she did all the adult entertainment things, right? And I believe the first one was called Teen Mom Backdoor. Everybody's mind was blown that she went down this route because she just started off on MTV, like making loads of money, and then she went off to do that. But anytime they say backdoor, that is what I think of. Oh, you can't help where your mind goes. Anyway, Janelle is adamant that she didn't do anything wrong, and I believe her, by the way. So we see Cody walking into the studio. Now, he's wearing the jacket that he wore during the apology tour. Why the hell did he bring all of those suits? Oh, anyway, we get inside, right? Now, Suki is there. Suki is in kind of a dusky pink suit. She looks beautiful, but I always think that she does look gorgeous. This is a great colour for her, by the way. Oh man, I got bothered again, right? Because Suki is asking, what hidden talents do you have? And Cody says, I can walk on me hands. And Suki is like blown away by this. I thought, Suki, everybody knows that. I have that posted in charts, by the way. We all know that. Does she even watch this show? Oh, feckin' hell. So anyway, we get a clip of Cody, right? Walking on his hands. Then we hear from Meri. Now, Meri says that she can juggle, but she's actually talking about juggling multiple personalities. I thought, Meri, that's crap. It's not even funny. Like, she should have said I'm juggling Ron's balls or something. Like, that would have at least made me laugh. Then we hear from Janelle. We get a very Janelle story. So apparently, when she was a kid, her mother made her take piano lessons, right? Her mother she was just very adamant that the child was going to learn how to play the piano. So we see Janelle, right, with the piano, and she says, I can't actually play. I don't remember how to do it, but she does remember middle C. I thought, good for her. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Anyway, so of course, Robyn's hidden talent that she doesn't want Suki to talk about or to show is her breakdancing. Now, of course, we know that she can breakdance. Also, I have that posted in charts, but I want to know, right, who was recording this? Was it David Preston Jessup, or was it Uncle Stepdaddy Granddaddy Paul? Like, who was recording it? Somebody was, and I want to know. Also, I'd love to see her pulling out these moves now, because modern day Robyn has the energy of a sloth. She does. She's just like a sloth in a human form. And then, Holy Mother of God, we hear from Christine, right? Now, Christine reckons that her hidden talent is putting a pencil between her nose and her lip. I thought, no, it's not. That's not a talent, by the way. But then I thought, oh God, maybe she should have left it there. Because she says she's a singer. Now, I remember her singing at McKelty's wedding, right? And I thought she did that because McKelty hated her. I thought McKelty was going through a phase and she was just hating her mother. No, that's not the case. Apparently, Christine thinks that she can actually sing. And then she just starts singing, right? She's singing Snow White. Oh my God, it was so feckin' bad. Stop it, Christine. Just stop doing that. So now we're with Jen and Meri on the sofa. Meri looks lovely here again, right? She has a green jacket and a white t-shirt. It's just a very good colour for her. Now we're with Jen also. I really do love Jen. I've always loved her. I do want to fix her hair though. I just, would just like to fix her for a bit. Anyway, apparently these two have a BFF handshake. Now Meri and Jen think this is hilarious, okay? I thought Meri, Amber's at home watching. She's gotta be jealous. So these are talking about the sale of Coyote Pass. Now, this is filmed in a way that is infuriating, okay? I want all of these people to get into one room with a Foxy Billy because what we are seeing is in screen, okay? But everybody is separated and we're getting everybody's reaction. It's fucking driving me mad. Anyway, we do get that clip of Janelle calling Robyn like the shy pretty wife. Robyn is watching this. She does not look happy. I'm telling you, the lips have all but disappeared when she heard that. Then we see the clip of everybody out on Coyote Pass, where Janelle and Meri were waiting for Kody and Robyn, but then everybody arrives and nobody talks to each other. And Robyn says that she doesn't endorse fakeness, so that's why she ignored everybody. Now, Meri hears this, right? And Meri is waffling on about everybody having different perspectives. And then Jan says, no, no, that's not it. Janelle and Meri were left waiting there for them in the cold, right? They were waiting there for an hour. Now, I do understand now how Meri fell for the catfish. I understand how she got into a cult, and I understand why she stayed in this marriage for so long. Because the woman is hanging on to Jen's every single word. Oh, I'm telling you, Amber is not going to be happy about this. Anyway, now we're hearing from Cody. Now, he thinks that the awkwardness on Coyote Pass was for everybody to share. I thought, what the hell does that even mean? Now, he reckons that Janelle and Meri, they're playing girl games. Now, Cody is explaining what girl games mean to Suki, right? And it's talking about people behind our back, but don't we always do that about everybody? I'm always talking shit about people, but I think everybody does. But Cody says that he really didn't want to talk to Meri because she would just be antagonizing him. But once he went for Jen, he thought that Meri was going to bury him. Just don't go for people's friends. Now, Cody, it's obvious, right? He does not like Jen. The man says it, right? He can't stand this woman. And Cody is not allowed to talk about Jen because he reckons that Meri will murder him. Well, that is our best friend. But basically, right, they were trying to get Meri to agree to selling the property. So Cody contacted Janelle, and Janelle says, get Robyn to do it. Get Robyn to talk to Meri. But apparently Robyn is just way too shy to talk to Meri. I thought, when? She had no problem talking to Meri to say, hang on with me, Meri. Stay with me, Meri. Don't leave me. Do you remember the woman wanted to go back to college? Do you remember she wouldn't let her do that? Oh, do you remember she was announcing her pregnancies and she told this woman, like she wasn't shy then talking to Meri. Why is she suddenly so shy now? This is crap, right? This is absolutely and utterly crap. Then apparently Janelle was playing girl games by saying that Robyn was too shy, too pretty, and too submissive. And Cody says, Robyn has a spine of steel and concrete. She is not submissive. I thought, hang on a second. The only person in this family with a spine of steel is Isabel. This woman is not taking Isabel's spine. She always has to have back and everything. Now, I don't believe for a moment that Robyn is submissive, okay? But I do believe that she's, performatively, okay? She's performatively submissive towards him. He's a gobshite, right? He's going to believe whatever she says to him. I don't know what the hell he sees in this woman. I just don't see it myself, Anyway, so we're hearing from Cody. Now, he reckons that Janelle must be a bit senile to think that Robyn is submissive because Janelle also accuses Robyn of brainwashing Cody. But, it can be both, right? It can actually be both. So Cody wants to know, Janelle, am I her puppet or is she mine? I'm telling you, she has her hand and perhaps other things right up that man's arse. So Janelle says you can give power to get power back. Ooh. Now she also thinks that Robyn is a strong influence. Well, I can understand that. Like if Robyn came at me, I know she's slow, right? But if she came at me, I'd hide. I would. Do you ever see her when she gets real angry looking? Fucking sure I'm going to be hiding. So now Robyn in her purple blouse is going to explain girl games to Suki. Now Robyn says it's backstabbing and psychological warfare and pretending that you're friends with somebody when you're not. Which is exactly what she did to Meri. This is exactly what this woman did, right? Now Robyn also believes that guys fight, But that girls don't fight, they just play games. Who the hell is this woman? Did she have sisters growing up? My sister used to knock the shite out of me until I got big enough to be able to knock the shite out of her. That's what people do, right? Welcome to the world, Robyn, you feckin' idiot, you. Anyway, Robyn doesn't care what Janelle and Meri say about her, like about being submissive. And they say that because they just don't understand why Cody loves her. None of us, the whole world is trying to understand why this man blew up his family for you, because nobody understands it. Anyway, we're back with Meri and Jenn. Now, Meri says that she does not play girl games. And Suki reminds Meri of the Zoom call with Janelle saying, that Robyn was the shy pretty wife. And Meri says, yeah, that was girl games. I thought, shut up, Meri. Just shut up. Do you remember her friends were doing like the dick pics of Cody and drawing his bald head and all that? You see, this is why I flip-flop on Meri, okay? Don't be doing this shite. I do not like it. Jenn thinks that Robyn is submissive, right? And she reckons that works for Cody. Now, Meri is not going to be a member of the ex-wives club. I thought, it's invite only, Meri. They're not inviting you. So she reckons that Christine and Janelle just have different values. No, they don't. They don't, Meri, okay? You're just being an absolute another bitch at the moment. I don't know why, okay? I want the three of them to stick together. But Meri, she just fucks it up. And I just don't understand why the woman does things like this. Now, Janelle says that her and Meri weren't playing girl games. I'm sick and tired of hearing this, right? But apparently, right, Cody thinks that Robyn is great at reading new ones, and Janelle says her reading skills are crap. They are crap. We know, of course, we know. Why for Wyoming, anybody? Anyway, Janelle wants to know if Cody is playing girl games because he was calling her lots of names, which is true, you can't have it both ways. Oh God, now we're hearing from Robyn, right? Now, apparently she didn't want to sell Coyote Pass because it was a dream for the family and it just felt like a betrayal. And Janelle says that's bullshit. She's just saying it because it sounds good. I agree with her, I do. So we hear from Christine and David. Now, initially, Christine did want Coyote Pass. She loved it. And I believe that to be true because we've seen her. But she also says that leaving Coyote Pass, right, getting the money from her house and getting her arse out of there was the best decision she ever made. Oh, it was. It was actually. Now we're hearing from Cody, right? Now, the reason Cody went to God is because of Robyn, which I think sounds like she is actually our puppet master, if she's the reason that you have to go to God. Now, Robyn, according to him, didn't like the way he was behaving, and that's why he went to God. So he says that he had planned to sell the property and just give the wives the money when he felt like it, but then he's trying to walk it back, right? And he says Janelle actually had that plan because she knew that Cody would pay her. That's crap. Janelle does not trust this man as far as she would throw him. That is absolutely and utterly crap. Like, what incentive would Cody have to give Janelle any money? Like, this doesn't even make sense, right? And also, Meri's name is on one, well, a tiny little bit. It's on one plot of this land, right? So he couldn't have sold it, like, without Meri knowing about that plot, at least. So I don't believe what this guy is saying. He's just talking a whole load of shit. Now, there was a buyer interested in this land. Now, if you remember, Janelle said she wanted Cody to comply with everything that Meri wanted or to force the sale. So why didn't he just comply with Meri? Like, Janelle was saying to him, just do what the woman wants, just give the woman what she wants. Let's get this sorted out. So why didn't he not do it? I believe it was him that wanted to try and cut Meri out with the land, not necessarily the land that her name was on, but all of the other land. He didn't want to be dividing it, with Meri included in that. Because Janelle did say to him, just do whatever the hell Meri wants, let's get rid of this crap. Card to Cody, right? He almost got into Janelle's backdoor deal, and it was Robyn who said to him, no, you can't do that. But actually, what happened was, Cody said to Janelle, I could sell this if I wanted to. And Janelle said, well, yeah, I suppose you could. I guarantee you, that was it. That was the whole conversation. Anyway, so then Robyn said to Cody, why would you partner with Janelle after all of my loyalty? Did we hear this before? Because I don't ever remember hearing her saying this. Maybe it just went over my head. This woman talks so much shit. But I don't remember this clip. Anyway, we do get a glorious scene of Robyn just walking around the land in our big huge hat. Oh, one of my favourite scenes. So actually it was Robyn who put a stop to the land being sold. I thought, but why? Why not just comply with what Meri wanted? Because Janelle was obviously alright with that. Janelle said to Cody, just comply with Meri. So the only people who weren't okay with complying with Meri was Robyn and Cody. It doesn't take a scientist to put this together. Then we see Cody saying that Meri is getting paid from his good graces and from Robyn's good graces and Janelle's good graces. I thought the feckin' cheek of this guy. Now, Meri and Jenn are looking at all of this, right? And Meri says she can't react because it would only be bleeped out. Jenn is getting visibly upset, right? Because she's saying Meri owns part of that property. How can they do that to her? Now, she believes that Cody and Janelle are just trying to throw each other under the bus, but they're not, right? They're not. He is trying to throw Janelle under the bus. I'd love to talk to Jenn for a moment and say, Jenn, look at this realistically, okay? Even if you do not trust Janelle, Janelle at least warned this woman they're trying to screw you over. Like the others didn't, okay? Cody and Robyn have always just taken and taken and taken from Meri. So I do want them to get on board with that. I just want them to be sensible about this, you know. According to Jenn, this is the reason that Meri is not going to trust him, and this is the reason why none of them trust each other. Apparently, Meri suspected that Cody and Janelle would try to sell this land out from under her, okay? Now, the reason she thinks that is because when she was talking to Janelle, Janelle wouldn't mention certain things. I thought, are you for real, woman? Janelle literally told you that they were trying to rob you and to get yourself an attorney. I'm telling you, I was losing my feckin' mind watching this thing. Then Cody says that Janelle was pressuring him like she always used to pressure him in plural marriage to get what she wanted. I thought, what the hell did this woman ever get? She got a car with sellotape holding it up. For God's sake, Cody, try harder. Nobody is going to believe that, Shay. So Cody reckons that Janelle is a backstabber, even though he thought about it, right? He's not a backstabber because he's never nice to Meri anyway. Now Cody's getting very emotional, all right? And he's getting very high pitched. And he says that it's very normal of Janelle to go to Cody and say, I want this and I want that. I thought, what the hell did this woman ever got? She lived in a mobile home, by the way, when this man was living in a mansion. What the hell did the woman ever get? Now, Janelle says that Cody is a complete and utter liar, right? And her liar did suggest, look, get the sale of this land sorted out. I believe that your liar would, be encouraging that if that's what you wanted. Now, Meri believes that Cody and Janelle were trying to kick her out of the sale of the land. I'm telling you, I'm losing my fucking mind watching this thing. Of course, now we have to see how this land was divided again, right? Cody and Robyn's name is on everything, of course. So Janelle is on two pieces, one with Cody and one with Cody and Meri. Now Christine thinks it's messed up that the property was divided like this. And when Cody was saying that he'd pay Meri out of his and Robyn's good graces, that's because of his ego, right? Because David does chime in here. Now Suki saying to Cody, Janelle's name is on more land than Meri, and according to Cody, Janelle's name is on more land than Meri because Janelle said they can't trust Meri. I thought the feckin' cheek of this guy. So according to him, right, it's all Janelle's fault and she's playing both sides. But Cody then says that Janelle plays him all the time because he loved her and he might still love her. I thought, ooh, Robyn is not going to be happy about that because I know Janelle has always been her biggest threat. I'm telling you, I don't know what her and Cody Brown were up to in Las Vegas, but it was enough to threaten the hell out of Robyn Brown. So anyway, Cody reckons that when Janelle calls, he just jumps. But when Meri calls, apparently this chap is just terrified. Then we hear Janelle saying that when they got their first offer in this land, she sorted everything out, okay? Between her, Cody and Meri, everything was grand and they were ready to go. Then, just when the time limit on that offer was about to expire, Robyn and her big huge feckin' jaw piped up, right, and says, I'm not going to sign it. So she wanted Meri to sign an NDA, right, a confidentiality agreement. But she left it until the last minute because she's an absolute another bitch, right? But Cody wanted Janelle to talk to Meri, but Meri she had a solicitor at that stage. So did she only get the solicitor after they wanted her like to sign the NDA? I'm not understanding when she actually got the solicitor. But Mary says that the contract was all about silencing her and she wasn't signing anything. I thought, all right then, but you're still silent. Like the woman is not saying anything. I know she does let Jen talk for her a lot, but she's not actually saying anything. Like, tell us everything. Write a book for God's sake. So she became the one who stopped everything because she says she's not going to be silent. I thought, well, then start fucking talking, Mary. Suki says, oh, they wanted you to sign a contract with an NDA attached. I thought, for God's sake, Suki, keep up, love. So then we do get a glimpse, right, of Robyn saying that Janelle was caught backstabbing Meri. She did not backstab Meri. I'm telling you, Cody Brown is going to be in all kinds of trouble when he gets home for saying that he still loves Janelle. Oh, it was a very good episode, but I do need more catfish talk, okay? I want to know all about this. I want to know Robyn's involvement in it. Oh, it cheers me up to be very nosy. I love knowing all the things. Anyway, that is our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit subscribe and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day and remember, I love you a long time. Slán.